Today's very latest news coming to you first from the fabulous Pattaya Media Group here in Pattaya. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you. Concern has been raised about airlines flying to Asia, specifically Thailand, from the Middle East, as the conflict there appears to be extending beyond the initial theatres of war. In addition to European airlines expected to alter routes, the worry is for the more popular and affordable Middle Eastern airlines that fly from multiple countries but use their home country as a hub for passenger transfers to ongoing flights. To date, there have been no announcements, as all hope for a quick end to the violence. However, tour operators are watching virtual ticker tapes diligently. 2 more Thai workers have been killed in Israel, bringing the death toll to 20, with a further 14 injured. This according to the latest figures from the Thai Foreign Ministry, who've also updated the number of Thais applying for urgent repatriation to over 5,000. With a mass airlift being considered, some are slowly making it back here on scheduled flights. Israeli media reports that their forces succeeded in rescuing 14 Thais, along with 16 local nationals, from an area close to Gaza. It was one of the Thais who finally managed to get through to a media company and alert them of their plight, following multiple failed calls to the Thai embassy and even the Israeli authorities, both of whom are reporting a call centre overload. Thailand's Energy Permanent Secretary plans to hold meetings with relevant agencies today in order that contingency plans can be drawn up to handle any increase in global oil and gas prices, along with the possible lack of supply. Just as the nation returns to near normal fuel prices, the worry is that these increases and others could hit the pumps within a month if the war continues and spreads to other Middle Eastern regions. In other news, on Koh Samui, police have arrested a Danish expat with a penchant for weapons. It seems he was anonymously reported to officials who discovered 3 handguns, along with a shotgun and hundreds of cartridges and bullets. He claims he was building a private collection. Cops, of course, pointed out that as a non-Thai, he can't get a gun licence. The man faces court hearings that can lead to up to 10 years in jail. This is in Uthai Thani. Police helped a 38-year-old Indian man regain his memory after he appears to have forgotten to renew his visa here. That memory glitch goes back an amazing 9.5 years. Likely reported by an anonymous member of the public, he was found living here and operating as a street vendor. Now expected to be moved to the immigration detention centre, he faces a minor fine, perhaps 20,000 baht, but plus court fees, and the need to purchase a ticket home before he's allowed to leave. And that place, well, it's not the Ritz. Reports in this morning tell us that 2 separate vehicle stops, one in Pichit and the other in Nakhon Phanom, saw police seize 12 million meth pills. Based on information provided, both vehicles were independently stopped. Drivers were quick to tell who they were delivering to, and reports on raids on those people are expected soon. And fans of Thai music are in for a surprise as the famous Carabao band has announced its retirement from the live music scene within 6 months. After a career reaching back 40 years, the announcement comes directly from the band leader, known as Ad Carabao, who acknowledged that it really is time to retire. Thailand's most successful of bands, Carabao holds the record for most sales of a single recording here, 6 million cassettes, back in 1984, and was formed originally by Thais living in the Philippines. Hence their name, Carabao, in Tagalog means buffalo. And that's the emblem they used on all their business products that have made them multi-millionaires. And as Thailand remembers His Majesty the King Rama IX and the anniversary of his passing this week, so amongst other events, the Expressway Authority of Thailand is waiving toll fees on Friday for 24 hours. The midnight to midnight barrier lift applies mostly to routes close to the capital. Meanwhile at home, a Russian man and woman were diagnosed as having a panic attack each after, according to them, eating cannabis-infused cakes. Medics rushed to Jomtiem's Second Road area and administered on-site care before loading them safely into an ambulance. However, on the journey to the hospital, they kicked up a fuss and demanded to be let out. Determined as feeling weak and their hearts pumping 19 to the dozen, they're the 2nd and 3rd known cases of issues caused allegedly by marijuana products this week, after an Israeli tourist was found in Walking Street. Now in that case, which is more dubious perhaps, the man who lost control of his bowels robbed a local shop and blamed his crazy behaviour on cannabis. Normally the weed has the opposite effect, but either way his story wasn't convincing and he at least was taken to the police station for an overnight stay. A breakdown truck was needed in order to raise a Mercedes Benz driven by a Chinese female that crossed wildly over the centre lanes of the Sukhumvit after nearly missing the turning that she wanted. As she careered across the lanes, a car driver avoided her, but she collided with a 52-year-old Thai man on a motorbike, leaving him underneath the car, unconscious and with multiple injuries. The driver, Mrs. Yin Yin, was removed from the scene for questioning with a translator as police reviewed CCTV and car recordings. And with the Met Office promising a day of continued rain at any time, highs of 29 dropping down to 25 and an overcast day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.